I'm a parent, I work, I have podcasts. Often I feel like I'm spinning way too many plates. But I wanted to share some things that have helped me throughout the years to not feel so bad about my practice situation and to help me to practice when I need to. So the first one is commit. If you want to spend more time practicing, if you want to get better, then you need to commit to that. And that means you're going to have to make the time for it. I know a lot of us are really busy, and I know that a lot of people can fall victim to circumstance and feel like this is the position I'm in, it's not going to change. You can change. You can put aside a couple of minutes. This leads on to point number 2. Start slowly. If you find it really difficult to have any free time, 5 minutes. Devote 5 minutes. It doesn't even have to be every day. It could be once a week to start with. 5 minutes of some time for you. That means you could be on the practice pad for 5 minutes. It means you could be on the kit for 5 minutes. You have to start, and often setting a goal that is way too large and too big can be overwhelming. So start slowly. That's going to help you to gradually change your routine. Number 3, tell other people. Tell your family, tell your partner, tell your friends. Let them know that you are committed to practicing and that this is something that needs to happen for you to be happy or for you to progress and feel good. I feel like once you tell other people, you say it out loud, then they are going to more than likely want to help you do this. I know for me, if I've got something that I wanted to achieve, I tell my husband, I tell my friends, and that way they can check in on me. So, I'm held accountable. And secondly, they can help make that time for me and help me figure it out and find some more time if I need to. The 4th thing is change your story. Change what you're saying in your head. Often I hear people say, oh, I just can't do that, or I just don't have time, or I don't know how I'm going to fit that all in. And be aware of what you're saying to yourself, because you can often just talk yourself out of a lot of stuff. And I know this because I've done it myself. I've talked myself out of so many things because I felt I couldn't handle it in the moment, or I don't have the time, or I can't do it as best as I possibly can. No one's asking that. Change the story. Start saying, actually, yes, it's really important to me. I'm practicing now regularly and it feels good. Or I'm making time actually to do this. There's nothing wrong with making time for yourself. We're not talking about hours and hours every day. We're just talking about a moment every day, if you can. The 5th thing I want to talk about is acceptance. Something that has changed for me over the past year or so, maybe more, is having a bit more acceptance of myself and where I am. I know I always want to get better. I'm sure you do too. I'm sure it's like an ongoing battle of where you are and where you want to be. And the biggest thing that has helped me is having acceptance of now. I've got 2 small children. I teach drums. I don't have a lot of free time. I don't have 8 hours a day to shed and to practice and do the stuff I want to do. And having acceptance over that is really freeing because I don't feel bad about it. I've got loads of other things that are amazing in my life, and that's where I'm spending my time, and it's wonderful. So I'm not going to try and compare myself with a drummer who has all the time in the world to drum. I'm going to accept myself where I am and what I can offer, and know that that's enough. You're enough. You don't have to be drumming 12 hours a day to pursue your goals or your dreams. You just have to make a start. And I think having acceptance will free you up and give you the space to actually make that start as well. The last point is to celebrate. Celebrate your practice time, celebrate your progress, and just have a change of mindset into one of celebration and joy. That way, every time you come to the kit, you're going to feel good, and it's not going to be a place where you beat yourself up. We want to try and reinforce the feeling of good and progress and just celebration that you are putting time aside to drum, even if that means you're not sweating and you're not achieving perhaps as much as you did when you were younger or compared to your peers. Doesn't matter. Celebrate you. Celebrate the fact that you've sat down, you've put some time into your craft, and you've enjoyed it, and you've given that gift to yourself. Celebrate these milestones. Celebrate if you've managed to play a piece that you couldn't play before. Okay? Otherwise, what's the point? There's nothing wrong with wanting to achieve and be better. I certainly have that hunger even now. But I also am loving to myself and say, well done, when I've put the time in and I've achieved that and I've just spent some time doing what I want to do. Hope that helps.